How do you know if the aroma you smell in a glass of wine is correct or if it is just an illusion? Of course, you can ask others to validate your perceptions. Do they smell the same thing as you do? But as you know, we are all different. We have all different sensitivities and different backgrounds. So culturally, we may perceive the same thing, but call the scent, the aromas differently. But what I want to share with you today is that you can learn to validate your perceptions yourself. And here is an example of how I did it recently when I was at a tasting the other night. So I'm part of a wine judge certification program run by the American Wine Society. And we were tasting this wine, a Côte du Rhône Reserve from the Famille Perrin. And I was using my wine aroma wheel, my wine evaluation chart, and smelling the aroma. So I'm reading my note here. I said medium intensity. It was a clean citrus aroma, lemon. Later on, I perceive a lemon rind or lemon rind aroma. Then something floral came. And then something I was not sure about. It smells like vanilla, but it was not clear vanilla. It was kind of a heavy aroma. Like, I also often visualize aroma as a color. So it was more in the brown family. I was seeing something brownish, but I couldn't put a name on it. So I continued my evaluation, tasted, and after I finished, I looked at the back label. And there is a very short description of the wine flavors, and it says that this wine is exclusively fermented in stainless steel, so vanilla aromas were not probable. And they were mentioning exotic aromas. And I was just like, exotic aromas, what is it? And then it hit me. I had recently found this preserve at the market, and it's a guava preserve. I ran to my fridge, opened the jar, and then it was very similar to what I smelled in the wine. So the exotic fruit, for once, the description of the back label was useful to help me dig a little bit on what that faint aroma was. It was not vanilla, but more an exotic fruit. And when I smelled the guava preserve, I said, well, there is some of it in it. Not 100%, but some of it in it. And when I shared that with my peers and the coaches, they had smelled melon, which, is close enough in terms of the aroma family. So anyway, I wanted to share this experience with you because validating your perceptions with an external reference like the preserve is the only way for you to validate your perceptions. Nobody else can do that for you, only you. So that's why you have to trust your senses. You have to develop an awareness of your sense of smell. And that's what I'm teaching you. If you join the school community, the Curious Palates, this principle, this methodology, I share with you and we practice along during the monthly challenge. So it's very important that you develop this awareness, that you develop your palate by developing your sense of smell first. And it starts by paying attention. And the more you pay attention, the more you memorize. And the more you memorize, the stronger the memories that you encode in your brain, the easier it is to recall when you smell your glass of wine and something hits you and you have the name on the tip of your tongue, but you cannot recall. But the more you practice, the faster you will be able to recall. All right, I hope this was useful. Cheers.